everybody and welcome to the channel, Bob Sales, this time's next year. So the veve app is dropping iconic Betty Boop with 4 collectibles. They drop this Sunday, 14th of January, 8 AM PT, which of course is 4 PM UK time. But before we get into the drop, let's get into the story. Betty Boop is a fictional character created by Mcfalane. And like normal, I probably have butchered that name. Her first appearance was in the 1930s cartoon Dizzy Dishes. Initially designed as a caricature of a jazz age flapper, Betty the Boob is known for her playful, flirtatious personality. She has a distinctive high-pitched voice and a signature catchphrase. Throughout the 1930s, Betty Boop starred in over 100 animated shorts. She was the first main female character to make a film debut as a cartoon character. Yes, Popeye's Olive existed, but she had not made a movie debut yet. Betty was often depicted in risque or suggestive situations, which contributed to her popularity, but also led to censorship in later years. There are some really dark themed episodes, even one of them where it was banned. In that episode, she was warned of an old creep at the top of the hill. When she goes up there, he chases her and actually rips her dress off, revealing her risky lingerie. Over time, her character underwent various transformations to make her more wholesome, particularly after the enforcement of the production code in 1934. This regulated content in American films. After this, Betty was toned down. Well, a little bit. Initially, Betty Boop was actually depicted as a French poodle, but her appearance gradually evolved into a more human-like character with exaggerated features, like the large eyes and the head shape resembling an upside down pear. Despite changes over the years, Betty Boop remains an iconic figure in the animation history, representing the carefree and adventurous spirit of the jazz age. Over the years, her image has been widely merchandised and she continues to be a symbol of vintage animation and pop culture. Here in the UK, I know multiple collectors that collect this, and although it's mass produced, it's never the cheapest item. Now let's get to the origin. Was Betty actually based off of anyone? So Esther Jones is the name of the real Betty Boop. The iconic cartoon character Betty Boop was inspired by, yes, a black jazz singer. While there has been controversy over the years, as the Betty we see everywhere is clearly white. The inspiration has been traced back to Esther Jones, who was known as Baby Esther and performed regularly in the Cotton Club during the 1920s. Baby Esther's trademark vocal style of using boops and other childlike scat sounds attracted the attention of actress Helen Kane during the performance in the 1920s. After seeing Baby Esther, Helen Kane adapted her style and began using the boops in her songs as well. This is where the story comes from, that it was Helen Kane that was actually the original. Finding fame early on, Helen Kane often included her baby style into her music. When Betty Boop was introduced, Kane promptly sued Fleischer and Paramount Films, stating they were using her image and style. However, video evidence came to light of Baby Esther performing in a nightclub, and the courts ruled against Helen Kane, stating that she did not have exclusive rights to the booping style or image, and that in fact the style actually predated her. Now, Baby Esther's style actually did nothing for her to bring her mainstream, and she did die in relative obscurity. That is a bit of a shame, but a piece of her still lives on with the iconic character Betty Boop. Now, one thing we do have to mention is Cab Calloway's Minnie the Moocher. I have a favourite live street recording, and this is one of my favourite renditions and street performances ever.
He took her down, down, down. Showed her out to kick that go around.
I watch it pretty regular, and little did I know this song was used in its own episode for Betty called Minnie the Moocher. So the song itself tells the story of Minnie, a girl who faces various challenges and adventures, including encountering a ghostly character named Smokey Joe, which is related heavily to partying and even cocaine. Cab even used audience participation in the song, his crowd anthem if you'd like.
The roughest, toughest frail, Minnie had a heart as big as a whale. Heidi, 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 ho! Heidi, 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 ho! Yeddy, 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 yeddy! Yeddy, 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 yeddy! Whoa!
Minnie the Moocher became one of Cab Calloway's most known songs, featuring his energetic performance, his unique jazz sound, and his scattering techniques. The combination of Cab Calloway's captivating performance and the innovative animation techniques used in the Betty Boop cartoon at the time made this a significant cultural milestone. The song and its associated animated short remains iconic examples of 1930s jazz and animation, respectively highlighting the blending of music and visual storytelling during that era.
Named Smokey, she loved him though he was cocky.
So that's been the story, let's get to the drop. This drop is blind box waitlist format. List price on the box is $20. All the items are first appearance, and first available public edition for sale is going to be $41. A total of 90 editions from each rarity will be held by Veve and the licensors. Now the first up is Betty Boop in the classic style. This will be the uncommon, and this will be mint in 1555 edition. Betty Boop the flamenco style is actually the rare, and this will be mint in 1333 editions, and this is probably my least favourite. Betty Boop is a rock and roller, and this is the ultra rare. She will be mint in 1111 editions. And the next one on the list, last but not least, the secret rare, Betty Boop the country version, is the secret rare. She will be mint in 555 editions, and that's still quite a lot. Now, as I explained, Betty is a very collectible character, and I know multiple people myself who have collected this item. Although it's mass produced and a lot of merchandising, this IP always holds good value. So even though there's a lot of editions minted, I still think she's going to do okay price wise. The rare is my least favourite down to the dress colour. I'm happy to go for the drop. My guesstimate, I think the lowest price we see is around 11 to 12 gems. But again, that's a guesstimate. Anyway, don't forget to answer the giveaway questions underneath the blind box video for your chance to win a graded Raichu or an AF15 tin sign. So I'm going to go now because I've got a bad throat. So as always, like and subscribe or Chucky will eat you. I've been your host Bob Sales. This time next year, we will be millionaires. Peace!
Oh, come on, Betty! What is this? What is